And hello everyone, I'm the normal playing guy and you are my lovely audience. So Tech Trunks has come out, so that's all great. And we're going to be testing him now into a Fighting Legend event, long game. Reason being is manyfold. One, we can see how he fares in some fairly moderate, difficult content, and we can also get him to transform with multiple different various sort of partners, right? So we can kind of gauge to see where he settles at. Fighting Legend Goku GT Edition. It's net 0 at the end, so it's like neutral on the tech phase, but the int phase before could be a real good test. By then we should have long since transformed. I'll try and get the active skill, the transformation on screen, but he transforms when he does 5 or more hits onto the next attacking turn, which is something that there is. But anyway, yes, without further ado, we're just going to jump straight into it. So it'll be Mastered Evolution I am trying to run. We do have 3 or more Cell Saga on the team, hence why he is able to get his guard, which will be really nice. Or rather, when he gets his guard, he does have a 50% chance to guard, which is still something pretty good, right? But yes, so that's something. Yes, so in order to transform, we need to have done 5 or more attacks in battle. So by the end of the turn, we'll need to make sure we get a count of this. We took him into the intensifying fights, and he seemed to do pretty terrible in his first form, but when he transforms, he does do really well in them. Because he dumps up massively, but a large part of his passive is down to, and which would affect his stats, is down to how much health you have, because the more you have, the more hit your stats he has. So a pretty interesting rotation we got opening up. I brought a potpourri of characters, and one of them was a good chance to bring up this guy to see if he can actually hold up, and he might just do. But yes, we will do this because he's on next. He is on next, so we need to float that guy off. Because of course the best linking partners would be Pure Saiyan STR Vegeta, and of course we have that Trunks. So let's keep going, as we say. So first few phases really shouldn't be an issue. If any of these units get clapped up while I'm doing this, I'm going to be a bit disappointed. Of course, we have the exception of that Vegeta, that blue Vegeta, who could have a bit of an issue in the final one, right? But again, I'll try and hide him on this. So yes, is he really the best unit to have compared to last year's? Quite an impressive double LR between Orange Piccolo and Enraged Gohan. Well, no. They're not the most impressive units. He goes from one extreme to the other, as I've been saying. It's a love him or hate him kind of situation. I don't really see Trunks being like brand new show-stopping pieces. They just ain't. No matter how great you make him, no one really wants the Trunks to be that. Okay, perfect. We have the best links coming in with Super Vegeta with 5. Yeah, Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, prepare for battle, fierce battle, royal lineage. We enter the game with 142, so that's a little more than what we had last time. Not entirely sure why the stats are down to that, but it's a little bit more. Oh no, last time we had a 55%, this time we've got 69%. 55% you were looking at 128k, at 69% we're at 142k. When we attacked we were at 5.5 million, so I'm curious to see how much more of a jump this is now. But yes, so we will just let this guy run loose. So we do not have the guard, and we are up to 5.49. So really, the amount of change in battle, not much. Anyway, so this is 1 attack, this is 2 attacks. So we now have 2 attacks done. I'll try and make it short, so on the next following rotation we do have the audio for him, which will be pretty good. This guy could probably murderize him. Oh yeah, just a bit. Guaranteed crits and super effective. Oof, yeah, I mean, you were made to be. I have brought along some really powerful units, mainly the 8th anniversary units. This purely is just so we have a chance to actually get through this. If I do need to rely on one of them for one way or another, I actually at least am able to have someone who can do it. They have that standby effect, which gives them incredible amount of durability. They're a super effective tank on this regard, and I'm able to build up defense incredibly quick. By the end of this event, on one of my competitions, they did quite easily get 1.25 million, and I don't even think we prioritized them. So this unit will be very good instrumentally at just helping us cherry pick through, but the main focus will be Trunks. I will be throwing him in harm's way. Doesn't really get difficult until we reach the Great Ape. That Great Ape still is phenomenal. If you don't have the right setup and you get caught out, can do a lot of damage. No matter how beefy your team is, you can get caught out quite a lot. 6.7 million from this particular Goku just goes to show that he's as glass cannon as he is, he's bloody good fun, isn't he? Okay, so who do we have now? Perfect. We have perhaps the best situation going. Brand new rotation. We have the perfect phase. We have the perfect partners going for him. We now have all 7 links. That's mainly because this Trunks gives him all 7 links. There is no support in this, so we're up to 144k at 69%, which is as it is. He is eligible for an active skill, and this can be activated from the 3rd turn when your HP is 60% and you greatly raise attack, which is a 50% raise, and you do knock out the next action. So bear in mind that we actually still have all 7 links. I'm going to pop his active skill and we're going to raise the volume up just a little bit so we can see this.
No, I don't want to see it. I've seen enough.
And there we go. That was really nice. That was a good amount of damage. So this will help but give us a beef of attack, because we now have 50% built in on that, which is really good. So let's have a look at what we got here. Keep Trunks on rotation the best we can, and he will build up pretty good alongside of him as well. So that'll be really great. And hell of it, will just help clear us all these ink orbs in the way. So perfect. So we do knock off the action. That could be a super attack, you never know. Still taking nothing here, which is good. 5.77. Honestly, at 55%, we were at 5.5, and I wasn't. I mean, there's not really any difference. 6 million. 6 million now. This is where it's beginning to pick up. We have even used his active skill, and we're still only touching 6 million. So that's something. 3 million from this Trunks. Do you remember when this Trunks has his easy A and they were busted? And then, you know, suddenly 3 million was a lot. now it's not. This Vegeta, yeah, he doesn't have the best of setup, but still putting out a tremendous 3 million with crits. Because it's crits, he is still punching above his weight, which means he is still super valuable. Okay, this will be good because I'm able to get the extra defensive boost. I'm able to get them more than the 18 key, and we're just able to stack up. I can hide the int unit, which is all just fun. This unit, this particular phase, yeah, as I said, you can still get caught out. This physical unit, if they get touched with a super attack, despite their defensive raises, it's not going to look the most impressive on them. Gohan should be fine. He has guard over this HP, and he has type advantage, and he also stacks, so he's going to be quite a bit fine possibly anyway. So let's see. They do get their hidden potential system knocked in. Really good there. 8th anniversary units will just fly through all the way to the 9th. This unit in particular, with his defensive viability, he is just going to age beautifully well. There's just no doubt about it. They're both designed really well. Hell, 7th anniversaries are still pretty decent themselves. So, you know, all in, the anniversary units are still very good. So that's really good. But as I said, this will be interesting. This is what I mean. This will be, see, 56k. Honestly, that's a lot for this guy. He doubles supers. He's had an easy A with guard, and he still takes a surprising. I mean, 56k is nothing for this team, but he still takes a chunk of damage, which is a bit like, whoa, hang on a minute. You know, this Great Ape phase from here on out is no joke. Right. We miss we miss this, but sure, he just screams. He just screams and transforms into this. Anyway, so he now transforms, and we now get something ridiculous. We go from 2 key 150% to 4 key 300%. Now we're talking. Because we're at next to full health, we also get the majority of the 200% boost the more HP you get, the more. So last time, while we didn't really get to see that much of a boost because we took a lot of damage, we can now see we're up to 239. Honestly, it's not a lot. We went from, I mean, when on the last video when we lost most of that additional boost, we were at 180 with the most of that 300% kicking in. With that extra 200%, we're still only at 239. He does have guaranteed guard, and he will have an additional 130% on super attack, 30% from the effect, 100% from the passive. So that's something. So here we go. We have all 7 links. We have a tremendous 239k with guaranteed guard, with a lot more to come in the future. So last time at 55% when he transformed, he hit 9 million and then he doubled for 9.6. So I can imagine this guy's going to clear 10 million, no doubt. If he doesn't clear 10 million, I need to hang up my gloves in this one. But let's see how he fares in this. Okay, so as his guard, so as you would expect, this doesn't do much damage. We have 11.2. Wow. Clears it and then some. 11.2. This is and guaranteed crits. 11.2 guaranteed crits. Making mincemeat of this particular phase, isn't he? Just all across the board. And then 11.8 finishes up, so he's gone from 11.2 to 11.8. Guard, and he's getting 30% from his super attack plus 100 on effect. That one's just once only. He's probably cleared 400k. Without guard, you'd probably take a lot of damage, even from this phase. But the guard's his best friend. It's definitely preventing him from being bullied. Okay, so we will try and float off Vegeta for the best we can. Screw it. Let's try and get Vegeta's active skill in here, no matter how pitiful it is. Let's listen to it a little bit, because it is always nice to hear.
Looks like I'm a little too much for you to handle now, aren't I? I am Super Vegeta!
There we go. So that was nice for him to come into that. So, bit of a total waste, sure, but we just don't get to see it that much, so I really am not bothered. Yeah, okay, so we enter the final phase after this. Trunks will be on rotation with his best partner. We will have still his guard coming up. It will be, if it's for 3 turns, it should be for another turn after this, because it's for 3 turns from the character's entry turn. So we should still have another one. But here we go. So let's see how he looks in this phase. Really, that was his. You could say this is his biggest challenge, but honestly, the one's probably just as much as a threat. Still 250k, so that's fine. We have a super attack, which we can now do, because this time around we are more than 60% HP, or you can pop it when there's a cell as well. So we'll actually activate the audio one more time, and we'll see. So what does this do? We knock off an enemy's attack for the 1 turn. All attacks become crits, not like they did anyway, which is kind of weird, but he also gets a 100% buff temporarily for his turn, so that's really tasty.
No, I don't want to see it. I've seen enough.
Arguably, you could argue that was kind of a bit of a waste, because his attacks become crits, but his super attack gives him crits, which is one of those things, isn't it? Anyway, so that was a pretty decent attack. We took off a quarter of his health. So again, if you're looking for a way to get through this, I might just do it just on itself, which is really good. Yeah, and of course we'll just keep that. We'll keep the lead just pumping out. Okay, so we're looking at 11.6, and this might just be enough to finish the rest of Goku. Let's have a look. So, how has this guy actually fared? He's fared reasonably well. There's no doubt about it. He can hold his own. It's his guard that helps him out. There's no doubt about that. And he is capable of doing some incredible numbers, but only when he transforms. Really? Okay. 12.2. Jesus. 12.2 really there does help him out. quite a lot. That is really good. Okay. God, he's taking the breath away from me. So, how does he fare altogether? As I say, he's good when he transforms. There's just no doubt about that. But his falter, of course, is when he doesn't transform. I mean, he's okay, but as I said, you hate him for this one, you love him from the other. But I mean, he can be super effective, but it's against a cell. He can be good if he guards, but it's only a 50% chance. His defense in 2024 for essentially the 9th era off docking is not great, right? It's not. We need more. If he's going to be a centerpiece showcase unit, the first Docking Fest of 2024, they kind of dropped the ball. But again, when he transforms though, it's phenomenal, right? You can have more than 400k defense, 500 if he's Rainbow. You can bust out quite a casual 9-10 million, quite casually. He hits fairly easy. He pretty much auto supers, right? There's just no doubt that he's good. It's just it takes a while to get there, and it takes a whole bit of this to get there. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. When Extreme Super Battle Road pops out, we will certainly test him in that. I'll try and find the best way around him for there. But yes, thank you very much for watching this video. We have tested him in Intensifying Fight and in a Fighting Legend event, so I can safely say that he is okay. That's it, okay, brilliant. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, brilliant. And if you didn't, well, that might suck to be you. Thank you and goodbye.